Alright, here's a Hampton Bay Carousel 2 ceiling fan that I got today from Mark Wilson. This fan he picked up on this after delivering the Encon crayon to a person he bought it off of eBay, which I actually was gonna buy but didn't have the money for it at the time, so yeah. But yeah, this fan he found it on the way back after delivering it, and it still had the box. It was used, but it had the box still, and it still had it actually had the second set of blades that these fans will come with. So or that these fans came with. So yeah. So he posted it, and I asked him when he said he would give it to me since he got it for free and he wasn't looking to make any money off of it. Plus, he knows that I like some Hampton Bays that I would see as a kid. So yeah. So I got it today. I've been meaning. He actually was going to drop it off last week. I was actually supposed to be getting this like the same time I got the Hunter mission with Brandon C. Johnson, but he wasn't feeling too good that day. And the week after, last week it was snowing and such, so the water wasn't that good for him to come over. So now he dropped it off today, and so I'm showing it to you guys now. And I will be showing it with the other combinations as well, because the only video that I've seen other than the one I'm going to be doing with them that has all the combinations, that like a person that actually has one that they show it with like all the combinations, is Mark's video. He actually showed it with all the combinations. So yeah, I mean there's been a few videos of like one of them with like white blades. The fan that vacuums did a video of his a long time ago. The one that was failing had like a bad cap on it. So yeah, and I've always wanted to see one of these in person with like all combinations instead of seeing them in pictures. So yeah, basically when they made this fan, it was like a fan that like you could have it as your kid can have it as a better fan as a kid with the primary rainbow colors that you see right now, or the pastel ones, which is basically like a lighter tone of all the colors you see right here. Or basically when they get older, they don't have to take down the whole fan. They can still keep it up, but all they had to do is swap the blades out of the second set that it came with, which is white and bleached oak blades. Which I actually think is a pretty good idea, honestly, but not so many people really got the they just bought it just thinking that's, oh, you can just have 4 looks of it, but they didn't really understand that it was basically meant for like people could buy it and just use the white blades from the start, but for those who like bought it for the kids, didn't really, not so many people really got the real point of the second set. That was really mostly for you to use like when your kid got older, they don't have to take down the whole entire fan. But with that being said, these fans aren't really well made at all, to be honest. They're basically the same quality as San Marino. A lot of these do have failing caps on them. This one's in good shape. It works well. It has some barrier noise to it, but it's not surprising, honestly. But regardless, I do like it. It's a childhood fan of mine. I remember when these first came out. I was upset that the Carousel 1 was discontinued, but I did like this one a lot too. And I actually liked it a lot, that I actually wanted to get one as a kid, so yeah, now I finally have one. I'll show you guys up close. In fact, it basically is a San Marino, but it does move good air, this fan. It's not as good as the original Carousel, but it's still a good fan. Well, it's still a good air mover for what it is. Nothing amazing, but it's better than some other rainbow fans that I've seen, like the Walmart Littleton and such, or like the Mainstays one. The fan is not that well made. Housing's pretty cheap. There's the Hampton Bay logo. The fan is from April of 2004, and I actually have the LEDs in here. Each of the creeds that used to be in the low profile / infinity and the living room type, and now they're in the lamp. So I'm going to be using these from now on for tests. I'll just take them out of the lamp momentarily just to use them for the videos. So here it is with the white. Yeah, plus I figured it would be better to use these for like testing how well it lights up the room, because you see how I was taking a bit to brighten up and such, so I figured this would be a better way. But yeah, these light bulbs seem to, well, they lit up the living room pretty well. So try the light. Yeah, it lights up the room pretty well. Yeah. Alright. Go ahead and shut off the light. Let's go ahead and start the fan off on low. Has a bit of a hum to it. It's not a surprise. But yeah, finally back to doing videos of forecasting. It's been a few weeks ever since I tested the mission. Just been busy with assignments. One of the blankets was bent out of alignment pretty badly. It was like hanging down a bit. So I just bent it back into place, and now it runs a lot smoother. Still yet a one that was bent out of alignment. I'm actually already feeling some air from it over here. This is, I mean, it's not as powerful as the original Carousel, also because it's a smaller version of it, basically, but for smart rooms, definitely wouldn't be a bad fan, but there definitely is a lot better out there, but it performs decently. That's all I can really say. I mean, it moves some air at least, so that's really all I can say that's good about it, other than it's a nice looking fan. Now, I do like this more than the Carousel 3, but I like the Carousel 1 better than this one. I do wish that Hampton Bay still like had a rainbow fan in stores. I know they have like a special order one, or you can buy it online, like the Harbor 2, I think, but it wasn't like a girly fan, in my opinion. I prefer like one to actually look like a rainbowish fan at least. They don't really have. They used to have so many rainbow fans back when I was a kid. Now they don't. They don't really have them that much no more. I'm guessing it's just like something that's not in style no more. I'm guessing. Most of the kids don't really see them in stores no more, so obviously they're not gonna really know about them and want them. Usually, like if you brought a kid to the store to pick out a fan or something like that, they would say, "Oh, I want the rainbow one." That's basically why I got the Carousel and such. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to show it the light while it's on low. You can kind of hear it, the bearing sound. It doesn't have any vents on the bottom of the motor, so that could be. So I don't know if there's vents on the top of it. I would have to open it up. I doubt there is, but. Yeah, this is like around like the early 2000s. It was like right that was like the time that the rainbow fans from then on were starting to not be completely rainbow like the original Carousel and such. They would start to make them white with rainbow blades. Right off. High. Medium. Wait, is that medium? I'm not sure. I haven't pulled it correct. Now it's medium. And the chain is the tape isn't holding it. There's like a tiny piece at the end that's rubbing against the motor and such. Quite a fast medium, honestly. Well, it is a smaller fan, so yeah. And it's also return forward sensing fan is also return to the noisy guy. So yeah. Yeah, I definitely need to get this one out of the way because I am getting a good load of fans coming in from another front of ours. So yeah. It's actually moving decent air for what it is, honestly. Definitely more than the mainstays rainbow fan. It's honestly not that bad of an air mover, honestly. Is it well made? Definitely not, but it's actually a pretty decent air mover, especially for Hampton Bay. It's kind of a shame that it's not that well made. Yeah, I'm actually feeling quite a decent breeze from it. I'm actually surprised. I don't remember the one I tested last year being moving this much air. Alright, so here's the light. Well, it was very hot then, so usually when it was very humid in the house too, so that was the audio environment. So that could be the other reason that I didn't feel as much air as I'm feeling now. Alright, let me go ahead and shut off the light. Let's go ahead and move the fan up to high. I'm actually feeling a good breeze from it over here. Not so many fans of this size can actually do that, so that's actually pretty surprising. Especially being a Hampton Bay fan, it's actually even more surprising. It's definitely a fast fan. It's making it's hard to tell if the low profile is moving at all or not. Tiny bit. It looks like it is, at the same time it looks like it's not. There hasn't been many fans that have been able to do it due to the bearings on this not being as well broken in compared to the Infinity. Since that one was used for like over 20 years, and this one has been in the box brand new for a while. So, well, yeah, it's moving good air actually for what it is. I'm actually surprised. I didn't expect it to move as much as it is. I mean, it's nothing incredible, but like, it's definitely more than I expected. Especially being like a San Marino fan, basically. It's not well made, but it actually does put out a good amount of air. Shut off the light quickly. I mean, if you want something similar to this, what you could always do is just get a 42-inch white Hampton Bay Glendale and just paint the blades like this. Somebody on the group on Facebook actually did that. It's actually not a bad idea if you still want to finish rainbow like this. Well, I'm actually going to shut off the light first. And now I'll shut off the fan. Let's do a spin down. Put on reverse. Since the bearings are bits do need some work to it, I guess. It shouldn't be that long of a spin down, but who knows. Yeah, it's actually not that bad of a fan performance-wise. Quality-wise, it's really not that good. But it actually does move. For a fan that's this size, and there's a lot of fans of this size that don't move too much, that good of an air, aren't that good of an air mover. In our lower end fans like this one actually does do a pretty good job of moving air. So, yeah. Yeah, if I was to get this, then like I have had to buy it used. I really want to spend that much on it, probably less than 20. Because I know that they aren't that good of a fan. They are childhood, but I really wouldn't spend too much on it. Especially because they're very common too. I'm not sure if this one's more common in the original Carousel, but I feel like it sort of is, I guess. I don't know. I know both of them are a lot more common in the Carousel 3. I mean, I would like to have a Carousel 3, but I'm not that big on it like this one. I know the Canada version of the Carousel 3 actually had rainbow blades on it, but the US version had blue blades on one side and the other side was pink. I prefer that it's just all rainbow and I did kind of the same thing like this. You can have the primary colors or the pastel colors. I think that would have been a better choice. Decent spin down for the bearings being the way they are. So, alright. Right. Now reverse. Can do it very quickly. I'm actually not sure if there's enough space on the phone. In fact, I'm not going to even show it the way on reverse. Because it's basically the same thing as it is on forward. Tomorrow I just really need to test it how it does on reverse. But you can just do alright on reverse. I'm guessing whoever owned it before they took it down because it was a little bit noisy. It's not that noisy. I've heard noisier fans, but I assume this was in a bedroom. That's where either that or like a playroom for the kids. I'm guessing it was the humming on it that got to them, but forms well in reverse as well. Alright. Let's shut it off. And that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed and stay tuned for more videos to come.